Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is Saturday, so I just wanted to say happy Saturday. So for today's video, I thought about doing something more simple and not that much involved, which sounds lazy, but I'm running out of ideas, and then I'm trying to make sure that my content is okay and that everybody likes it because you don't want bad content. So I thought about doing a get to know me because not that many people actually know me, or I keep a lot of things to myself because I think it's really personal. So I don't have a certain amount, like you know how you see YouTubers doing like 50 facts about me or 70. I'm just gonna go off the top of my head and do a few that I think is important. So first off, I'm a Pisces and my birthday is March 2nd. Really excited about that, and I'm almost 16. My favorite color is blue, turquoise, like pastel. Um, and like all the aesthetics and trends going on right now, I'm not much of a trend type of person because they like fade too easily. So like as soon as you get this trend, the other trend this other trend starts to happen, and then now it's old, or then you get made fun of for having that trend. So I don't really like that. But for the aesthetics, I really like the art hoe aesthetic because it's really down to earth, and that's more of my type of vibes. When I meet people, I go off of their vibes instead of automatically judging them and how they look. I get to know that person, or I try to get to know that person, and if they have good vibes, then it might work out. But other than that, that's pretty much how I go off of people, because judging isn't okay, and giving people not giving people any chances is not okay either. So, I'm a plant mom to 3 plants. I really like succulents. My favorite brands are Pink, Forever 21, Rue 21 because they have good sales sometimes, um, Bath and Body Works, Sephora, Ulta Beauty, and Lush because it's cruelty free, and I think that's really important. Another thing about me is I'm a flexitarian. You might be like, WTF is that? Well, I don't I know how to explain it, but it's not going to be that good, but when you're in between being vegan and eating meat. So me or my mom do not eat any red meat at all. So we're more of the poultry kind of family, and we're dairy free. We're not vegan, that's why we're flexitarian. But we are both lactose intolerant. We can't have milk of any type of sort because it makes us stuffy and congested and give us both headaches. So that's not good. And there's a lot of dairy free things and substitutes now, which makes it easier because a lot of people are like, oh, you must miss milk, or oh, you can't have yogurt. Actually, I prefer the dairy free lifestyle if it's more convenient for me and my body. And then another thing about food choices is we're gluten free because basically what I'm trying to say is my mom, she has a gluten allergy, so yeah. So I'll link the other stuff that I was talking about because we have eczema, and it causes inflammation, and makes the eczema really really bad, and so I have ADHD too, and there's this thing called the GAPS diet where your gut, everything that you put in your stomach affects your brain. So, and I'd be getting in trouble more, or misbehaving, or just get really agitated anytime I'd have gluten or be glutened. And cross contamination is another big thing about that makes it really really hard about going to restaurants and stuff. But they have a lot of good substitutes that make it easier to go out, so that's fun. And another thing about me is I have 3 sisters, but on my dad's side. On my mom's side, I'm the only child. I like all the odd numbers. Don't ask why. I'm a big fan of creativity, art, you go on Instagram, you see those video edits of like celebrities or like niche memes. I'm all for that. And I do have a niche meme page, so I'll link that in the description below. Um, I like painting, taking pictures. I want to be a freelance photographer, just like anything. I really want to have my own photography business. So that's really cool, and I'm excited to see where the future takes me. Um, I've never been to the beach, so please don't come at me. I've only been to Lake Erie. It was like one summer when I was like 9, but I really want to travel more because Ohio's boring. So I really want to go to like California. I have family in New York, so I'd love to go back there. Um, really, really, really cool and exciting. Um, I have severe anxiety, severe social anxiety, and severe depression, and that makes it really hard to live day to day life because it's invisible. That's like an invisible illness. So when people judge you and they don't see like what's behind or what's going on at home, then it makes it really hard to like ignore that. Or when you're getting bullied and people are like, "Oh, just suck it up, you'll get over it," or "It's okay." It's not, cuz you don't walk around the school with like a dry erase board with like all your problems listed, so people don't know what's going on with you. And that's another thing, you have to be open, which is really hard and contradicting coming from me because I keep a lot of my problems to myself and like suffer in silence. But it's honestly okay to talk about it, and sometimes it makes you feel better to get it out. And I'll link some mental health websites or some hotlines down below because I really want to help people feel better. Um, Another thing is I have an eating disorder, and it's not like anorexia or bulimia. It's not really rare, but it's not talked about. It's ARFID, ARFID, avoidant restrictive intake food disorder. And it's not like I'm avoiding certain foods or like, some people are like pro Anna, or like some people are really sick and twisted nowadays where they push like mental illnesses or like use it as a trend, and it's not fun at all. It's a struggle every single day, and I'm not like avoiding certain foods to be skinny on purpose or not trying to be like those skinny people that bully people. I'm naturally skinny, so I didn't understand what was going on with my body quite well. Plus, we found out that my ADHD medicine wasn't making it any better. So, I definitely came off of that, and we've seen some improvements, I'll say that. But, like, I have certain foods that scare me, and it's called fear foods. So, and it's not like, oh, I'm afraid of broccoli, or oh, I'm afraid of gaining weight. It's not like that. But it's hard to explain, and if you guys want me to like make a video where I'm talking about my mental illnesses, I would definitely do that because that's fun, and it's really good to express yourself to let people know that you're not alone. Another thing about me is I like collecting anything like from little small rocks to like huge trinkets. I like antiques, and you might be like, why? They hold no value. But some people, like me, it does, and it's really cool. You don't know what you can find, like at the antique store, or like history is another one of my good subjects. Cause it's cool to learn about things that you weren't around for. I still want to meet a stegosaurus, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Um, and another thing I want to talk about, this isn't a fact, but just to bring awareness to it, making jokes about mental illness isn't okay. Like, some people say, oh, like I make jokes to help me get through my depression. I don't mind that because I do it too, but it's not like jokes that would trigger anybody. It's like, oh, I go on memes or like meme websites to help my depression, or oh, I'm so sad all the time, or I'm depressed, so I listen to music 24/7. I'm putting it out there. I'm not like making a joke like, ha ha ha, you're depressed, then you should go die. That's not okay, cuz that's just not okay. But anyway, my favorite animals are hedgehogs, turtles, polar bears, unicorns. You don't know what's out there. Um, Aliens. I identify as an alien. You might be like, what? Well, because I have a weird shaped head and I look like an alien, let's be honest. So I'm just not green or gray. I'm like those aliens that blend into real life. So if you catch me doing some weird stuff, I'm probably waiting for my Uber UFO to come pick me up and take me home. So that's cool. And another thing is I really like stuffed animals, if you can't already tell by my sloth. I love tapestry, I love nature, I love going outside. I've been recently making poetry because it's just easier to express my feelings like that. And another thing is, I consider myself an activist and I stand for things that should be, talked about, like the Me Too movement or like global warming. Like, all that stuff is important because anything that affects us from seeing our future is scary. Like, really scary. So, I like cruelty free brands because animals shouldn't be hurt in the process of us just trying to live our life. Like, that's not okay. Like, how all these house developments are like turning down, like, or uh, tearing down forests for houses. There's plenty of houses that could be like reflipped or like house flippers or something like that, or like the abandoned houses, they just need proper care. It's not okay to kick like a whole family of animals in the forest out just for houses. That's selfish. But, and I know I've talked about a lot of controversial topics, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get backlash because I get backlash. So, but I'm not afraid to talk about it, And in person, I'm really shy, but you just have to get to know me, or like, I get really comfortable really fast. So if you say something funny, I'll like continue that topic. So a lot of people don't talk to me because I guess they think I'm weird and silent, but I'm really not. Like, if you say something, I'll respond. But sometimes I'm too shy to respond, but I'm thinking about responding. I love fall. I love spring. And I'm really loving Brandy Melville's recent styles for like the spring and fall. And I really want like Doc Martens and stuff. That's cute. But I don't have that money. I have a guitar, but I don't know how to play it. So I just like strum like the chords to like the songs, and it's not bad. But I'm not gonna do a tutorial because I can't play. Um, I like pumpkin patches, like anything fall. I love that. I watch YouTube, Netflix. Oh, my favorite Netflix shows. I like Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries. I recently finished Vampire Diaries and it had me shook. Like, I loved it so much that I'm rewatching it because it's just so good. And then Everything Sucks, F the Prom, a lot of like outside of the box shows like that no one's really watching. So it's not like cliche like, oh, I love this show, and it's like, yeah, me too. It's just like so um oh, I like to play in makeup. I'm not a beauty guru in any type of way at all because I'm still working on it. It's not good. And so, another thing about me, I'm trying to think. Oh, I love to collect socks. Like any cool colored socks, I really love. My favorite fast food places are Chick-fil-A. I really like P.F. Chang's. I'm a fan for breakfast foods. Really good. I like indie music, pop, some rap. It depends. Like, I like classical music, um, all that simple stuff. So I really hope that you like this video. And I know it was like long but short, and you might think my topics were boring, but I hope that you like this video, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!